What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about GameStop. Give you a quick overview of some of the current data points, what shorts did today, and why GameStop might be on the verge of a very nice breakout. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, GameStop did go down 1.15% on Thursday. A lot of volatility. So 21.23 the low, 21.66 is the high. I'm going to go over the technicals near the tail end of the video, break it down on what it does truly mean, but very little volume. So 3.02 million shares being traded, 10.5 is the average. And you wonder why GameStop has essentially been suppressed based on the price action. Lower volume, very easy to manipulate, and even based on here, shorts were able to return roughly around 110,000 shares and without any kind of real disruption to the price, right? They're able to kill momentum at key points. So shorts are definitely very smart. And so, like I said, lower volume isn't really helping anyone, but 9.38% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 38.33 million shares. Utilization 31.63, and then short score is 62.87. So if you guys have any questions about what any of this means, let me know your kind of questions in the comments and I can kind of address that. These are some of the transactions that did occur on the secondary market over the last 90 days. So there was no transactions on Thursday, as you can kind of see. So the last one was on the 16th, meaning majority of the volume that does happen linked to GameStop is shorts as well as algorithmic trading. So once again, going back to kind of just that whole manipulation essentially. But when it comes down to GameStop though, last news did come out on October the 15th. Nothing really crazy if you ask me. So it looks like just collaboration with PSA. So yeah, it's good. I don't know exactly how profitable essentially that would be, bigger picture. But beside the point though, what my point, or at least what I want to talk on, is more macro events. And the broader market, in case you guys do not know, is rallying like a beast. It is really showing signs that it wants to enter a very serious expansionary stage within the market cycle. And so even right now, the fear and greed index is under the greed category. So people's appetite for risk is there. So whoever is shorting GameStop and many others, of course, they'll probably be losing on a lot of their other plays. So what they try to do is mitigate risk. And so that does mean cutting losses. So this is where I feel GameStop could really benefit, because popping over to IBKR for a second. So looking on the actual chart, I have the ALMA super trend 50, 100, and 200-day moving average. And over the last little bit, you've seen it's really been pounding at the door at the 200-day moving average. Not really able to get above that. So ever since ultimately around the 14th for the most part, so all week. But with this optimism and Netflix just hitting home run earnings after hours today, that could be that nice push tomorrow to really propel it higher and break it higher. So I think on a technical level, GameStop is ready to really kind of break out from here. And so yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts on that. As far as this goes, or options, there was 5.12 million in calls, 1.21 million in puts. 52% of all the options being done on Thursday were bearish. So not necessarily the best. And of the call options that were purchased, there's a consensus for it to be roughly around that $22 to $23 range. Some optimism at that 24. And then looking at puts, you see a consensus for it to be sub $20.50. So there is more upside anticipated, just it's more concentrated, I guess, more so for the downside. And just to give you guys a quick overview, this is the call options for the current open interest. And so tomorrow, being October the 18th, when all of this does expire, you'll see essentially a little bit more manipulation in an attempt to bring it below that $21, because right now there's 9,000 at that $20 strike price, 3,000 at the 20.50, 9,000 at that 21, 10,000 at 21.50, and you guys can see the rest. So essentially, like I said, if there is that nice technical breakout really propelling GameStop to maybe around that $22 to $23 range, then essentially a lot of this is going to be in the money, meaning market makers will have to cover that. So I think it might cause a nice domino effect. Probably not a mother of all short squeeze kind of scenarios. I'm not that type of person that believes in that type of scenario to play out. There's a lot of people out there. You guys might believe it, and I'm not here to change that. If you guys want to believe it, then so be it. But I think I would rather have shorts leave just naturally in a slow, staggered approach, causing a nice kind of uptrend. Because if things just go up, we've seen based on GameStop's actual price, yeah, it's sexy when it goes up, but it also goes down kind of equally as hard. So I'd rather a nice, slow, staggered approach up, and that most likely could be coming GameStop's way. So let me know you guys' thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Do you guys still believe in GameStop, or do you guys have you guys given up as far as the squeeze aspect, or what kind of drew your attention to GameStop? So give yourself a shout out in the comments. 2 things I want to share with you. Take advantage of this promo. It does give you 8 free stocks. So this is a brand new deal, and free is amazing. Each stock is valued up to $2,000 as well. So this is a kick-ass deal. Link to this is in the description below and also the comments. And on a side note, quickly going back over to IBKR, if you're looking for a lot of good compiled information such as analyst ratings, forecast for upcoming earnings, ownership, everything under the sun, take a look at IBKR for all this information to be completely free. So take advantage of free with this platform, and then free shares with Moomoo. So with all that said, appreciate all you guys watching.